Well, this is it. Game 5, a shot to win everything on home ice in front of these wonderful fans that have supported us the whole way here. The dream is almost complete, but we have to win this game first. We have to win if we want to hoist Lord Stanley at PNC Arena. Here we are, baby. Game 5. There is no greater moment in front of us than the one that we have right here. A 3-1 series lead. Tomorrow isn't coming for Edmonton. We are. We're coming for you, Edmonton, and we're coming for the Stanley Cup. We are going to put that thing in our hands tonight. That is the ultimate goal. That is the ultimate objective. Nothing else matters. Last season doesn't matter. Last year's failure doesn't matter. Connor McDavid doesn't freaking matter. It's time to show why we are the greatest hockey team on the earth. Connor McDavid trying to split the D, made a save, and off to a beautiful start with 2 saves in a row. I am so full of Red Bull level energy right now. It's like I've taken 10 Red Bulls, and Jonathan Drouin tucks it in like a newborn is tucked in by its mother. Oh, I've got a special feeling about this game. What a start. All tonight, I want to firmly grasp it.
Grasp it!
I want to firmly grasp that beautiful trophy. No, McDavid. Oh, are you kidding? I had a save and it goes in. McDavid strikes again. Martin H. gets beat. Well, he wins the faceoff again, and it's D'Angelo. This is like game 3. Exactly like game 3 off the faceoff. McDavid makes D'Angelo look like a clown. And then here comes McDavid. I don't even know what this attempt was. I thought I had a save. Well, the flying poke check, that definitely seemed like the right move. I just can't help it that McDavid got catapulted out of there like he's a cannon. On Jack Sparrow's ship, we made a save on McDavid again. Okay, number 97 might just be the X factor in this game. He's going to be the one thing that gives the Oilers a chance in the game, perhaps the series. I can't believe we gave up that goal. We had the lead, and I felt really good about things, and then McDavid has to come down here and ruin everything. Just like he did last year in Game 6, he ruined everything. You know, Coach Lavelle, he came to me and he told me that he went to see the Barbie movie, and he told me that he was a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. So I have that information. I can confirm that to everyone. Listen, you can be Barbie, you can be Ken, you can be whoever you want to be. I just want to be Stanley Cup champion. More from the Oilers, a save put into the corner. And Morrissey helps force that out. Oilers are right back in. Holloway dishes off to Draisaitl this time. D'Angelo is money on the spot. We've got a good rush play here. And Nurse cleans it up. And a dump in by number 29. I'm going to handle this very intelligently to Drouin, who has the goal tonight. Hurricanes content to set up in a neutral zone trap within the first 10 minutes of the first period. So that didn't take very long for Coach LaBelle to default to that strategic decision. And McDavid can skate away. No breakaway speed this time for Connor McDavid, but a shot off the wing and a second chance on his own rebound. I'm going to come out and get this, which is extremely dangerous. I'm well aware, but look at me. I got the handles and a good breakout play to Seth Jarvis. Seth Jarvis did absolute diddly squat with that play that I got up to him. Lindell has just prevented me from seeing a McDavid shot. Yarn Crow to the middle. That was intended to be handed off for Jarvis. More trouble from McDavid. Double, triple, quadruple trouble. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of pucks off the stick of Connor McDavid tonight, and he's got it again. He's got the entry. He's just so fast that no one can contain him except Josh Morrissey. He contained Lindholm on that play. Lindholm has it again. Back to the point. D'Angelo claps one on, but it was blocked by KK. It will be forced back to the point behind D'Angelo. And with Hyman skating in, he's going to force it off of... I think that's off of me. I think I get a save on that. And the Hurricanes are backing away. The speed and tempo is clearly up in this game. Both teams know the importance of this game. They're playing to a tremendous pace in the first period. This first period has zoomed along. No pressure for the Oilers in the breakout. Hurricanes still in trap mode. That's a dump in well inside the blue line. It did no good. It does do good. They get it back on the forecheck, and I will cover it right there. You know, it's funny because even though we're coming into this game with a 3-1 lead. Oh, make the save. We did. We're going to get it again. I'm going to do this again. And this time I'm going to get it to Dylan Larkin. That was a really sketchy scenario for me to have to put up with. But, you know, despite the fact that we have a 3-1 lead in this series, this feels like must-win territory. I mean, this is a chance to win it all right here, right? You want to get it done when you can. And not only that, we can win it on home ice. If we lose this game and we go to a Game 6, all Edmonton has to do is win that Game 6, and we're going to a Game 7. We don't want to come back here for a Game 7. Anything can happen in that Game 7. It's cliche, but it's true. I mean, it would be totally embarrassing for us to drop 3 straight at this point, which is a thing that can happen. We could totally drop this game, Game 6 and Game 7. I hope that doesn't happen. But this feels like a game we have to win in the series right here. And then there's no doubt about it. And I think I'm going to see a shot until Lindell defended that perfectly. And that is the horn to end the first period. There was a sizable hit there. And there it is on Timo Meier. I have tendonitis just watching that. Oh me, oh my. What a first period. There was 1 goal against, but there was a lot of speed. And Lindholm starts the period with basically what was a breakaway. So we're having defensive problems off the opening draw or off of center ice faceoff. So if there is a center ice faceoff, I might want to be extra prepared because I have no idea what I might end up dealing with. Hyman, he's pretty well contained by D'Angelo, so that's excellent defending. Don't know why we couldn't do that the first time around to open the period. That one-timer is turned aside by Husso, who is doing quite the work to keep the Edmonton Oilers in this game at a tie game. Will it last? The puck is trickling around. Natchez and Husso dives on it. It's not going to go over the goal line. This is a mammoth task for a goaltender like Ville Husso. He has to basically do the impossible. He has to play a perfect 3 games in a row. And I mean, I don't mean literally perfect as in get a shutout, but he has to play a tremendous 3 games in a row. McDavid got shoved back there at the neutral zone. But he's going to be the one thing that's keeping the Oilers in this series. Their offense is somewhat keeping them in the series, but as long as I do my job and the defense helps me out to a great degree, I think we've got plenty of offensive ability that we can take this series and still allow a handful of goals. We're going to give up our fair share of goals against the Oilers. That's just how this series is going to go. McDavid has scored again. It just got loose. That was a sloppy play. Oh, man, McDavid in this series is just hitting pay dirt. He has 10 in the playoffs, so double digits for McDavid. That's a little bit less than I was expecting in terms of goals scored to this point in the Stanley Cup final to finally hit 10 goals. But anyway, I mean, he's gotten the better of me in this series. That's just a fact. Leon Draisaitl is away, and he was just trying to split the D. That was never going to work, despite some of our tragic defending in this game. Holloway, who has been a threat on his own. Holloway shoots, and we give up the rebound, but our defense is right there to clean it up. So I love that. That type of defending is going to go a long way. If you want to lift the Stanley Cup, you're going to have to clean up rebounds because they're going to be there. I'm going to give them up. I mean, that's just part and parcel for goaltending. You're going to have rebounds. That's fine. You just got to have a defense that can clean them up. That's a perfect save. They try to feed Nugent Hopkins on the back door. I was all ready for it, and they sent it right back in, and I've got this. And I have a guy on the wing. It's Timo Meier. We hit him in stride. The Oilers, they just love that zone entry on the wing, and they just keep running out of space. Drouin is not running out of space. He has 2 goals in the game. This is the McDavid versus Jonathan Drouin contest right now. Who can score more goals in Game 5? Because whoever does is probably going to help their team come out on top. Well, I'm very happy with that. And Druin has hit 18. So take that, McDavid. Suck on that. This is a lot tighter game 5 than I wanted to be. McDavid to Roslovic. Save! I'm telling you, I am holding on to it very preciously right now. These saves are going to go miles and miles and miles in this game. I'm feeling the pressure for the first time in this series. Feeling serious pressure. I said I wasn't nervous when we started game 1 in this series. Now I'm nervous because I know what every save in a game like this means. I want to give my team the upper hand. I don't want to force them to be in a position where they have to score a lot of goals, even though I think we have an offense that can still outscore the Oilers quite easily. McDavid save, bidding for the blocker's side on that one. Hey, if you don't let McDavid have a breakaway and he shoots it from the outside, I think I'm going to have an easy time handling it. Now, I mean, I know McDavid has X factors and crazy attributes. He can snipe it, but I'd rather see McDavid shoot it from the outside with the defense covering him off instead of a breakaway, which I've seen like 2. How many breakaways? Is it 2? I think I've seen 2 McDavid breakaways in this series. I know I did it in game 3 to start game 3 off. I have in this game. Draisaitl. We were patient, but I never had to make a save. Already up to 2.5 minutes to go in the second period of play. I'm telling you, there has hardly been a whistle in this game. It's flying by. There are not many face-offs. I don't think there's been any penalties in this game. I don't think a single team has been to the power play yet. Svetch is up there on a line change, taking forever to get the zone entry. I mean, this is just me exercising my demons right here. This entire series, but this game is me attempting to exercise my demons. I know I haven't been very successful because McDavid scored 2 goals on me already, and he was my demon last year. That was a tumultuous hit in the neutral ice, and this will be the end of the second period of play, and we are going to enter the third period tied 2-2. Oh, no big deal. It's just a 2-2 game. Third period of play, Stanley Cup final, game 5, cup on the line. No pressure, right? Absolutely, there's no pressure on my shoulders for this third period at all. Or for the team in front of me. Everybody. Anyone in a red jersey. No pressure, right? It's not our cup to win or anything like that. It was game 6 in this building. The scenario was we had to win it to force a game 7 that would have been played in Edmonton. I will never forget it. I'll never forget the way the game ended. And I mean, I guess I can go ahead and spoil it because, I mean, you should have already seen that episode. You should have already seen the way that last year's Stanley Cup final went down. But my hopes and dreams were shattered in this building. And it was on the opposite end of the rink, in the left corner to the top left of your screen there. That's where all my dreams were shattered last season in game 6. And if we had, I can't even imagine, if we had just won game 6, who knows what would have happened in that game 7, but we'll never know. We will never find out simply because Connor McDavid. That's why, Connor McDavid. I think I've replayed it like 2 times in this series. I say this series is in the Goalie Be a Pro series. In previous episodes, I replayed it to start the season off, and then I replayed it to start off this series against Edmonton. So you know the goal, you know the play. Oh, they missed the net on that. That was almost tactile. Draisaitl wins the face-off. Bouchard floats one toward the net. Don't let that go in. No more gooch shots. Don't shoot it toward the gooch anymore. I don't want, certainly no floaters toward the gooch. The beautiful thing about if this series ends tonight, no more McDavid. No more Draisaitl. No more Zach Hyman. No more Dylan Holloway. Holloway again shoots on net. Holloway's been an underrated piece in this series. He's playing on the same line. Is he on the same line as Connor McDavid? I don't know. McDavid's out there, but it could be a partial change. I haven't paid attention to the lines. McDavid went up against 3 guys. I'm going to go and float that back to center, which is just a safer play. Larkin, dipsy move down to Meyer behind the net. Domi gets floored, and it leads to a goal for Timo Meyer. We've got the lead again. Well, Max Domi, he faced total annihilation right there. But it allowed Timo Meyer to scoop in and score. There were great sacrifices made. They were made by Max Domi on that play. He gets an assist for it, so he didn't sacrifice a whole lot. He sacrificed his body to get an assist. Now that nervous energy is really buzzing. That nervous energy, 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes to go now. McDavid shoots, trying to score on that glove side. Nuh-uh, sister. I mean, as long as we don't play like a discount goalie, we should have this, right? And as long as my defense doesn't play like a defense on a discount either. McDavid scores off the post, and he's got the hat trick. Well, there it is. Tie game. And I told you, I went right back to playing like the Dollar Tree goaltender that I really am. It put me right back in my place. I'm crumbling. I'm crumbling under the weight of the pressure. D'Angelo, just leave it alone. I don't want to be in a tie game with 7 minutes to go. This feels like already. This could be next goal wins territory. We're already in a point where it's time to start having a discussion about next goal wins type of territory. And it's just one mistake on either side. It's one mistake. It's one breakdown. And the puck's in the back of the net. It's game over. Holloway with a great retrieval on the forecheck. That's going to roll into me. Just get off of me. And let me cover the puck, please. I've had my own defenseman score on me multiple times this season. That would be complete heartache if you guys do that to me in this game. How did Damon Severson not score on that? I will physically punch through this television screen and into your living space or wherever you're watching this. Wherever you're watching this, my fist will come through your screen that you're watching this video on if I get scored on by one of my own defensemen. Oh my goodness. That's a huge save on Draisaitl. It keeps the game tied, and we are definitely in next goal wins territory now. This is basically an overtime game at this point. It doesn't matter what happens, whether this game goes to overtime. McDavid doesn't get a shot away. That would have been number 4 on the night. The only guy able to execute, Connor McDavid for the Edmonton Oilers. If it wasn't for him, who knows? This game would probably already be over. We'd be lifting the Stanley Cup and waiting for Gary Bettman to shut up. Down low to Domi. Larkin, the captain, can't finish the game right there. Now the pressure's ramping up. Minute and a half. Oilers attacking zone possession. That goes absolutely to nowhere. There is Drouin on the change. And he can't win the game. He would have had a hat trick as well. At least we do have another goal scorer besides Jonathan Drouin. It is Timo Meier. So we don't have to rely on Timo Meier. I'm sorry. We don't have to rely on Jonathan Drouin to score all of our goals. I mean, stress aside, this has been a pretty good, fun, competitive little game. For what it is, it just sucks that the cup is on the line. And we're playing this fun, competitive game now that's ultra stressful. Oilers are trapping it up. They are trapping it up. They didn't have a very good trap going there, to be honest. But I think that we're just going to see the clock wind down as the Oilers retrieve possession. That's it. This game is for sure going to overtime. Oh, no. The dread of overtime. Game 5, Stanley Cup final, chance to win it all. And it goes to an overtime deciding period. We know what happened. Game 6 was lost in overtime in this building. I am having Vietnam flashbacks as I speak right now. What kind of a drop pass was that by Martin Necas? Zach Hyman's gone the other way with it. And then Necas gets it right back. So a good play to make up for his miniature mistake back here. And Svetch can't make it go. Hyman runs into a Hurricanes player as he attempts to dump it in. So we've retrieved possession again. We're going to go through the middle. Svetch, trying to get out of his teammate's way, just handed it over to the Oilers. No attempt to even dump the puck in. Just a mindless play. That misses the net. Too scary, though. Around the defense, handed off. And a low pad save by Husso. There's a rebound, and he's got that save as well. Yeah, this crowd isn't loud enough for a Stanley Cup final potential clinching game. McDavid has lost it on a block shot. I'm going to attempt to retrieve this, which is sketchy as it is, and D'Angelo will make a clean breakout play. McDavid on the turnover. He's coming in. Shoots. Save. We can't give McDavid number 4. Not the game winner. Bouchard to McDavid. He tried to get it over to McDavid, but Svechnikov was in the way. Oilers are just clogging the neutral lines. We can't make a clean play through the neutral zone right now to save our lives. I mean, just dump it in. They are trapping the neutral zone, and we're not dumping the puck in. It's got to go 200 feet away. This is overtime. I thought the game could have been won right there. I want the Stanley Cup so bad. But who is this? Is this McDavid? It's not. It is Draisaitl. I made a save on him. Harvey to Holloway. Bouchard walks in, shoots off the post. painting the puck red. I about had a heart attack. Bouchard just about won the game. Can we finish it off on the other end? Both of these teams back and forth into the meat grinder here in overtime. I can't do this for a whole overtime period. Holloway, intended pass was knocked down by Larkin. We can send Meyer through the neutral zone, but he decides to go backwards with it, which was dumb. He gets catapulted at neutral zone. Domi is knocked down. This reminds me of an overtime game we played in the playoffs last year. Ostapchuk gets to the outside with a windmill, drops it off to Abe Kubel, Nugent Hopkins, Criminy. And that's it. That's the game. We're going back to Edmonton, game 6, guaranteed. Oh, what a missed opportunity, guys. What a missed opportunity. Man, that is just a massive kick in the nads. A massive kick in the nads. And you know we have to get it done in game 6. I don't want to come back for a game 7. We have got to win game 6, man.
Firmly grasp it! Firmly grasp it!